I became a licensed esthetician years ago, and one of the biggest things that has continuously surprised me, women are not mostly asking me about what to do for their skin. They are asking things about their body that they don't know are normal or not. Things like, is discharge normal? Why do I sweat so much? Why do I get ingrown hairs? How do I treat ingrown hairs? What do I do about hyperpigmentation? How do I wash myself in the shower? How do I wipe myself? What do I do after I have sex? Even things about their own anatomy, like their clitoris, what is their vulva, what is their labia, women do not know. And in no way, shape, or form do I shame any woman for not knowing that. There's nothing wrong with not knowing something. But once you don't know, you realize that you can find a place where you can figure things out and learn. And that's what this channel is for. Nobody teaches us so many things about being a woman, and my channel is here to change that. So hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Rachel. I'm a licensed master esthetician. And over the last several years, I've been really working on creating a safe space to educate women about their bodies online. As a licensed esthetician, I mostly specialized in Brazilian waxing, and so obviously after hundreds of wax appointments with different women with different bodies and different issues, I've realized at our core what things women just need to know about. And my issue in all of it isn't that women don't know what's going on. We don't need more shame surrounding women in our bodies. We just need more education. And we need that education to come in a way where it feels like you can ask whatever and know that you're usually not alone. So many of the issues that I feel like women come to me talking about, over 90% of other women also deal with. These things that we are so shameful about, we're pretty much all dealing with, myself, like present company included. So I love to share the tips that I've found to help me and my clients along the way. Today we're gonna go over 5 things that every woman should know about their body that you probably haven't been told. Number 1 is your vagina does not need to smell like nothing. And this is where, and I can go on a whole tangent about it in another video if we want to along the way, but this is why I feel like as consumers, women are the perfect prey for the predatory marketplace that is targeted towards us all the time. We're made to feel like, oh, I need to buy this soap, I need to buy this cleanser, I need to buy this probiotic, I need to use this suppository because I need my vagina to smell and taste like rainbows and sunshine and fruit and candy. Girl, it's not. It's not. And a healthy vagina has a smell, a healthy vagina has a taste. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that you are abnormal because you have that. It means that your body is normal and healthy and functioning the way that it is supposed to. Every body has a natural scent, and what is your natural scent is what is normal. One of the biggest things when people come in for a wax is they will say, well, I don't know if my vagina is normal. I don't know if the way I smell is normal. If it is your baseline, because everyone's is different, that's normal. And yours is going to be different from the person next to you in a room and the person across the room and the person behind you. It doesn't mean that any of you are unnormal, and it doesn't mean that you're unnatural, and it doesn't mean that you are unhealthy. That's the biggest thing. And many things affect smell as well. Your menstrual cycle, your hormones, having sex, who your sexual partner is, how many sexual partners you have, how you take care of yourself after sex. There's so much that goes into it, but fresh shouldn't necessarily equate to the actual fragrance and odor emitting from your body. Number 2, sweat does not mean poor hygiene. Sweat is a normal and natural thing that happens to everyone. Sweating does not mean that you don't take care of yourself. It doesn't mean that you're dirty. It doesn't mean you stink. And it doesn't mean you have poor hygiene. I know a lot of times in the gym, like as a woman, you get up from that seat and it looks like part of your body is still on that seat. That is okay. That is totally okay. Sweating is completely normal. It does not mean that you are dirty. It doesn't mean that you lack hygiene. It just means that your body sweats. Everybody's body sweats. Genetics go into this, hormones go into this. You may have hyperhidrosis. Sweating is not a cleanliness issue, and I get frustrated because I feel like, especially men, they will make you feel like the dirtiest, nastiest woman because you sweat. The next myth that we need to bust, more products does not mean that you are cleaner. And this is where the hygiene Olympics comes into play, especially when it comes to your feminine area, which is so delicate, so fragile, and a lot of things can throw it off easily. I feel like I can sneeze the wrong way and I will get my pH thrown off. Over cleanse, you can use too many things that have too many fragrances. You can disrupt the natural microbiome of your skin, which is going to affect the skin barrier in that area. When these things get disrupted, they cause more issues. So say you are overwashing, at its core, what you're trying to treat isn't a bad thing. You're trying to make sure you're fresh. You're trying to make sure you're clean. You're trying to take care of it before it becomes a problem. But when you overwash and you disrupt your natural pH, you can give yourself an infection. Your body will start emitting these odors that you were trying to mitigate or get rid of in the first place. Like, over treating the problem that doesn't exist yet, a lot of times can create the problem itself that you're trying to avoid. More products does not mean that you're more clean. You really don't need much in the area. You really do not need much. One of my favorite myths to bust, ingrown hairs do not mean that you are dirty. And I don't know where this started from. It's very, very annoying. Same way I was saying, like, sweat doesn't mean that you're unclean. Ingrown hairs do not mean that you are dirty. And, like, trust me, anyone who deals with them wishes that they didn't have to. Like, ingrown hairs are annoying. It does not mean that you are dirty. Ingrown hairs is just a hair that is trapped under the skin that hasn't grown out the way that it's supposed to. Sometimes in those areas, the sweat glands, the hair follicle, the pore, it can get clogged up very easily, especially because this is a place that is usually trapped in tight underwear and a lot of times tight pants for hours of the day. And a lot of people even sleep in super tight underwear at night. Like, there's so many things that go into causing ingrown hairs. Even like improper hair removal can be part of that, whether that be sugaring or lasering or you're shaving too much. Ingrown hairs are normal. Yes, they are annoying. Yes, we can work on things to help eliminate them. You are not dirty because you have them. And the last one, and this is very important to always remember when you're consuming my content, asking questions should not be embarrassing, and it doesn't mean that you're stupid, and it doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself. If you're asking a question, it's because you are trying to take care of yourself. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to educate yourself on something that you do not already know. If you have ever Googled something or you've ever like watched a waxer's video and you're like, I wonder if I'm the only one who thinks this, and you like don't want to Google it, you don't want to ask anyone, I guarantee you so many other people are thinking that, and so many other people already ask that. My goal in everything I do is to make sure you don't ever feel embarrassed about having to ask something, because there was a lot of things I didn't even know until this was my job to know. Comments a lot of times where it's like, you know so much stuff, I didn't. Up until 5-6 years ago, I didn't know a lot of stuff. And there were some things that I was taught even from my own clients and things like that. So there's no shame in asking questions. Listen, I have dozens of topics that I want to cover when it comes to this channel. And that's why I have migrated from TikTok over to YouTube, because I just have so much to say about everything. And one thing about me is I don't really know how to shut up and stop talking, because I'm so passionate about just really helping uplift women and make you feel comfortable and especially confident in your own skin, especially about the things that do hinder our confidence. We have body odor, we have sweating, we have going over product ingredients, product breakdowns, ingrown hairs, hyperpigmentation, hormone changes, postpartum changes. I just had my first child last year. What postpartum did to my body and my hormones and my smells in the past year has been from hell, but I figured out how to navigate it. There's so much that I want to share with you guys, so much knowledge that I'm just so passionate about. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm really glad that you have found me in this little corner of the internet where I really feel like I thrive and I really feel like I can help you guys out. So if you like this video and you want to see more, of course, subscribe down below. Oh my gosh. First YouTube video, I got to say subscribe. And then I obviously do post a lot of videos on TikTok. That's where I got my start. So if you want to follow me over there, my @ is Turbo Wheezy. If you have any questions about certain things when it comes to feminine hygiene, when it comes to feminine health, when it comes to sexual education, when it comes to your skin, when it comes to postpartum, motherhood, and anything and everything in between, leave it down below in the comments and we can chit chat about it. Love you. Bye.